Hello, Brother Nashi. How are you? Please post my story as anonymous. I'm coming to the African Confessions family because I feel as if I am at a crossroad. My husband, he is filthy rich. I am talking about money. The level of money that I am talking about, your Santon mansion, luxury cars, some of them that I have not even used since last year. We do have a private chef. We are rich. My husband, he owns a logistics company. He moves massive goods across our country. As I am speaking to you right now, I'll say that my husband, he is not at home. My husband is somewhere in China doing his business because he says that he wants to do some importing business. This is not the first time that my husband has been to China. Sometimes he stay there 4 weeks, even 2 months. He leaves me alone in this big house with 12 rooms. We do have a home cinema. We have a swimming pool, but I used to have a problem because I did not have anyone to talk to. I come from a very small family, my bro. My parents, they only had one child, and there was too much jealousy in the family after I had been married to my husband. And this made me to stop loving my relatives. So, like, it's only me, my mother, and then there is another cousin. She is also married to a white guy, so she does not have the time to always come to my place. So, like, I really get bored. That is why I spend most of my time being on social media. You can be on social media until it starts to get so boring. You being on social media at all the times. I have everything. Have you ever owned a credit card with no limit? If you have never had a credit card that has no limit, then you have never had money in your life. So I have done everything like money. When you start to stay with a man or to date a man that has money, like you don't know what to do. You want to buy everything that you wished to buy before you had money. But as for me right now, I have bought everything. I have a room which is full of clothes. We just designed another room and it is just like a one big closet. And when you enter there, you can think that it is a shop. I do sell clothes, but these are some of the clothes that I buy. I'm always buying online, and sometimes I feel as if I have an addiction to buy things that I don't even want. Once you have that kind of money, you will end up feeling bored because you do not know what to do anymore with the money that you have. About 2 years ago, I'll just change the years so that people they won't know who is talking. So I will say that about 2 years ago, we hired a maid that is from Zim. I will call her Nomsa. Nomsa, she is very different from the other helpers that we have had in this house. She is nice. What I liked about her, she is so smart. She is light skinned. She is so smart. She is so beautiful and she is quiet, she is energetic. Whenever I would feel low, she will give me that energy. She's beautiful, and I kept on looking at her. I really do not know why. Maybe because I was just lonely and I felt as if now I have found a sister. I started treating her nice, like a friend. I would invite him to sit with me and we would drink wine together whilst we would be watching Netflix. It ended up as if she was not even a maid at all. We would go out shopping together and I would buy her the same clothes that I would wear. She ended up telling me that she was fighting with a boyfriend who was beating her up. And I said, how about you come and then we stay together? There is no problem because I'm feeling lonely at all the times. If you want to go out on the weekends, there is no problem. She was like, okay, it's fine. Eventually, the lines, they became blurred. I am a woman who has always been adventurous. I once did it in university to kiss another girl, to sleep with another girl. And with my husband not being at home most of the times, I was starving for touch. One night, whilst he was away on a 3-week trip to Beijing, Nomsa and I, we stayed up late, we were drinking. We ended up in my master bedroom. I felt something that I once felt when I was still in university. She made me to feel nice and we started touching each other and then we slept with each other. I won't get into the details. When my husband came back, I did not want the fun to stop. I did not want to hide what I was doing with my maid. I confessed everything to my husband, thinking that he was going to be angry. To my surprise, he said, "Wow, that is nice. So I'm so glad that instead of you cheating on me with a man, you have decided for it to be Nomsa." He loved the idea. To those that don't understand, like there is a certain level when you have money, like you will experiment with several things. My husband told me that he really did not care what I was going to be doing with Nomsa, and he also thought that Nomsa had a big nyash. So he was not angry. He loved the idea. He said that if this was what was going to make me okay, there was no problem. One thing led to another. One night after a braai, I spoke with Nomsam and we started to kiss each other in front of my husband. We ended up sleeping, the three of us, me, my husband, and Nomsam. This has become our lifestyle. And I have even suggested that we should make it a polygamous marriage. As I'm speaking with you right now, Nomsam, she also has her own bedroom, but most of the times we are always together. And now there are things that are happening. I don't know what it is right now. Everything was perfect until the beginning of 2025. I started to feel as if I was losing my grip on reality. I would wake up in the morning feeling as if I have been running a marathon in my sleep, feeling so tired, my body feeling heavy, not wanting to get out of bed. My husband, he would even complain. There were days when I would wake up and I would go and sit by the balcony all night long, not wearing anything. And when my husband will come to bring me into the house, my husband will be like, "Yo, you are freezing cold." But on my side, I will feel as if I'm very hot. I would even fight with him, saying that I don't want to return back indoors because I'm feeling so hot. But my husband, he would be like, "You are freezing. You are going to die because of the way that you are freezing. It's like you want to freeze yourself to death." The other thing that started happening, Brother Nashi, was that I would have these terrible nightmares where by Nomsa would be feeding me meat, human meat in my dreams. And when I would refuse, then she will beat me up until I agree. This meat, when I start to eat it, when I wake up, there will be a sweetness in my mouth as if I have been eating a cake. This is what troubles me quite a lot. And when I would try to wake up, sometimes I would see someone that will still be in my room. That person will be stopping me from ever waking up. But the moment that this person will leave my bedroom, then I would wake up, sometimes even screaming when I am sleeping alone. And brother, all that I want is to be near Nomsam. It's like I am addicted to my maid. This happened after she had gone to Zim. When she came back, that was when I saw that I have this abnormal addiction. I don't know if it is love. I'm so jealous of her, such that I even smashed her phone after her baby daddy had commented saying that you look so nice. You have the most beautiful curves and they are getting bigger and bigger. I felt jealous. In that rage, I took the phone and I smashed it and said that I'm going to put it in the microwave. She was just laughing, saying that you're just jealous with everything that you have trained me. I don't even need a man apart from our husband. If Nomsa goes to the kitchen, I suspect that maybe she is calling a boyfriend. I go there and ask her, "What are you doing?" I feel as if my maid, she has bewitched me. And as for the money, I really do not mind because I give her allowance each and every month and she has money. I even opened up an account for him. As for now, she is pregnant. I really do not know if it is what is causing me to be jealous like this. She is pregnant for my husband, and my husband is happy as I'm speaking right now. She is 7 months pregnant. I don't mind. Like I told you, I am happy that she is pregnant, for this is going to tie him to my husband. What terrifies me about Nomsa is that she is a woman of Muti. As I'm speaking right now, we have done something to our husband. I don't know if it works or if it does not work at all. One night when we knew that we were going to sleep with our husband, Nomsa took out this other bottle with oil. She then rubbed it on my private part as well on her own private part. And then she said to me, when we sleep with our husband, then when he goes maybe to China on a business trip, if he tries to be with a prostitute, the manhood is not going to work at all. So she says that this is a way to protect our husband from bringing another woman into the relationship, because she was like, since you say that your husband had never tasted another woman apart from you, and now that he has tasted me, maybe he would want to bring in the third, the fourth, and we don't want that. And I said, yes, we don't want that. We just want him to ourselves. The things that I'm doing, I'm pretty sure that some of you women, you are even shocked as to why is it that I have allowed such a situation to happen in my marriage. I really do not know, because I don't know where this thing is going to end with her using all of this mutim in my house. So me and Nomsa, that is just a simple thing. There is another big thing that I did not tell you. Brother Nashim, my kids, sometimes they tell me things that are so scary. I have a 12-year-old son, and then I have a 4-year-old. And these kids of mine, they have told me things that are so scary. One day, I was speaking with my son, and my son was like, Mommy, promise me one thing. And I said, what is it that you want? And my son was like, Mommy, please tell Auntie Nomsa to stop taking us to the big garden with white stones at night. It is very cold there. That is why I am always having flu at all the times. I was like, which garden are you talking about? Because we don't have a big garden, and I don't know what you are talking about. So then that was when my son was like, we go to the grave, we go to the grave. He was talking about a grave that is close to the place where we stay. Maybe you travel for about 12 kilometers to go to that cemetery. That is the one that he was talking about. I said, you are lying. He was like, Mom, if you want, I can go and show you the grave where we go and we play on top of that grave. My son and I, we drove, and they showed me the grave of this other woman whom I don't even know, never was related to that woman. And then my son told me that this woman, Auntie Nomsa, says that she used to be a witch. That is why we play on top of her grave. So it is something that even surprised me when my son said this. I started to ask my son a lot of questions, and he said that they go to the cemetery sometimes after 1 a.m. when I am fast asleep, even sleeping with Nomsa in my bedroom. My son said that Auntie Nomsa, she puts you into a deep sleep because of the tea that she gives you before you go to bed. And then she takes them out through the kitchen door. But when they go out, they will be walking backwards, and they walk through the door, and they go to the graveyard where they meet a group of people that I don't know, and they sing as if they are in church all night long. And when they eat human meat. My young son also told me that Nomsa has been making my kids to eat meat in the graveyards. My son said that he eats something that looks like baby fingers. And this is what has been happening all along. I don't know. My son can even speak in his sleep. I once went into his room when I could not find Nomsa because I woke up, I was feeling cold, and I did not see that Nomsa was beside me. So I wanted to know where she was. I woke up, I walked the entire house. I did not even see him. I then entered into my son's bedroom. She was speaking in Shona. She was calling the names like Tavatswa, Tawanda, what the names that I still remember. My son has never been to Zim, has never been taught Shona because Nomsam speaks English all the times and speaks my own language, which is Zulu. So we don't speak Shona at all. And I have told my husband these things. I'm trapped in my nightmare. I spoke with my husband about some of the things that my son has told me. But my husband, he said to me, you are stressed because you can't handle a polygamous setup. You are the one who wanted this. Look what we have done to this poor woman. We have brought this situation upon him. She is now pregnant for me. And now you are talking about her as a witch. How do I break if there is a spell that Nomsa has put on me? How am I going to break this spell? How do I convince my husband whom I have forced to sleep with Nomsa? Because on the night when he first slept with Nomsa, I forced him, even when he said that he was failing to get erect. Brother, I drove to a service station where I bought some vuka vuka so that he can have his manhood working. And that is when he started to sleep with us non-stop until the next morning. I am the one who wanted this, and now I don't know. I wanted a polygamy because I was bored. I just wanted to experiment to see what happened when I was still in university was not a mistake. Now this is where I am. I feel as if I have invited the spirit of witchcraft in my house. I just need advice. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. What do I do, family? I am going to be in the comment section. Please, I am an open-minded woman. Do not judge me because this did not happen only because I was bored and married to a rich guy. Even when I was in university, I slept with a friend. She was the one who started touching me, and I responded in a way like I had never responded in my entire life, and it felt amazing. Am I supposed to kick out this woman? And where will she go to? If I do that, I'm scared that then my husband, he will start to love him more than me. My husband has promised me that he will never do such a thing, and we are going to sign a prenuptial with Nomsa so that she won't benefit more than the way that I am supposed to benefit in this marriage. Besides, she is not legally married. My husband has promised me that he is never going to divorce me because it was my idea to bring this person into the relationship. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Our sister is saying that she did this because she is rich and bored and she just wanted to experiment. This was her experiment. Yo, let us meet again in the following episode.